What up, everybody? It's me, Blake316, and it seems to be that time of the year. It's time for Look at My Shoes, Best and Worst Shoes of 2010. This is my third year in a row now that I'm doing this, and all I gotta say is that 2010 has been one hell of a sneaker year for us sneakerheads. It definitely wasn't a disappointment, and in my opinion, 2010 had some of the best sneaker releases in a very long time. Whether it be Nike, Jordan Brand, SB, no matter what company it was, there was tons of heat being released. But before I give you the top and worst shoes of 2010, let me give you a quick rundown of the categories. The categories are going to begin from Best Nike Shoe of 2010 to Best Jordan Shoe of 2010, Best Dunk of 2010, Most Underrated Shoe of 2010, Most Overhyped Shoe of 2010, Most Hyped Shoe, Worst Shoe, and of course the Best Shoe of 2010. Like I said, lots of great sneakers were released, but let's get straight into it. A couple of categories do have runner-ups. Not all of them, but some do, because like I said, so many great sneakers were released. Alright, we're going to start off with Best Nike Shoe of 2010. The runner-up is the Deion Diamond Turf Emeralds. Let's just say this shoe made a lot of OG sneakerheads very, very happy, because a lot of them were asking for it and Nike finally came through and they gave it to the people. This was definitely a sought after sneaker. Unfortunately, Nike did do like a limited release. A lot of people had a hard time looking for them, but definitely one of the top Nike shoes of 2010, and it's runner-up. Now, to go to the best Nike shoe of 2010 is the copper Foamposites. Yes, let's just say this sneaker alone made people love Foamposites. When people seen its colorway, people went nuts, and people that didn't always like Foamposites absolutely just fell in love with them, and they had to have them. And pretty much this Foamposite colorway is pretty much the reason why all these newer colorways are coming out, because people fell in love with the shoe after seeing it. But this right here is the Nike shoe of 2000, the best Nike shoe of 2010, the copper Foamposites. Now, to get into the best Jordan shoe of 2010, there's a runner-up, and the runner-up is the Jordan Motorsport 6s. This is the runner-up for best Jordan of 2010. Reason being is, it's the first Motorsport Jordan sneaker that was actually released to the public that people can actually get their hands on. Every previous other Motorsport, such as the 4s and the 5s, were such a limited release where nobody has them, that you know. But they finally released a pair to the general public, and the consumers, such as myself, were very happy. They got a pair of Motorsport 6s, or Motorsport Jordans, period. But Air Jordan 6s Motorsports is a runner-up to Best Jordan of 2010. Now, the Best Jordan of 2010 probably won't be a surprise to people, and I'm telling you right now, you're going to see quite often in the upcoming categories, is 2010 Cool Grey 11s. What can you say? Everybody loves it. Everybody wants it. Got people going nuts after the release. Best Jordan shoe 2010, hands down. You ain't got to say much more than that. Now, let's go into the best dunk of 2010. There isn't any runner-ups. It's just one shoe. And the best Nike Dunk SB of 2010 is the SB Skunks. Now, let's just say Nike, the blue boxes have been very disappointing to SB heads. But when this sneaker was released, it actually gave SB heads some hope that, the blue boxes were going to be worth buying. And actually, made people fall in love with SBs again. These were released on 420. A lot of people bought into them. There was a lot of hype behind them. But everyone loves them. It seems to be everyone's favorite SB release of this year. So, the best Nike SB Dunk release of 2010 are the Skunks. To go into the next category, most underrated shoe. This means like it should have got more attention. People might have hated on it for no reason. You know, it could have been appreciated a bit more. So the most underrated shoe of 2010 is the Air Jordan 6's black and red colorway. Now, this might be a surprise, like, Blake, how's that underrated? A lot of people have it. Reason why it was underrated is because a lot of people made such a big deal out of it, being that it's not the, infrared colorway. In my opinion, this shoe is perfect. Like, it's black and red. Just because it's not infrared, like, you gotta be a hype beast for that really to matter. It's a dope shoe, and I felt like it could have been appreciated more. I like it a lot. But yes, this is the most underrated shoe of 2010. Now, the next category is most overhyped shoe of 2010. Meaning, people got a little too excited for this shoe, and it probably really didn't deserve that much excitement. And the most overhyped shoe of 2010 is the Jordan Infrared 6-pack. Kind of interesting, we went from underrated to overhyped. The reason being, people made such a big deal out of this shoe just because it has the word infrared on the box. Now, like I said, you take the infrared black and red 6s and you compare them to the actual black and red 6s, you can't tell the difference. It's the same shoe, people. I mean, you're really fooling yourself and lying to yourself if you think different. And a lot of people are like, they made such a big deal just because it says infrared. It's pretty much the same shoe. On the other hand, there's the white in infrared, which once again, they released white and Chicago red 6s. The only difference is, people, it's a slightly lighter tint of red. If it didn't have infrared on it, people wouldn't care. But people went nuts about these. In my opinion, the most overhyped shoe of 2010, Jordan Infrared Pack. Now, to get into the most hyped shoe that everyone was going nuts about, everyone was looking forward to, might not be a surprise. Like I said, you're going to see this a few times, people. The Jordan Cool Gray 11. And everyone wanted it. It's a dope colorway. I mean, it's cool. Like, it says cool gray, so you know this shit is cool. But nah, like, it deserved it. It's a dope shoe. It's a classic. Everybody wanted it. I hope everyone got it. But that's the most Jordan Cool Gray 11 most hype shoe of 2010. Now, to go to the worst shoe of 2010. Last year, the worst shoe of 2009 was the Soulja Boy Yums. Thankfully, there were no new releases of that in 2010. But to go into the worst shoe of 2010, and the winner is Skechers Shape-Ups. Look at these moon shoes. First of all, if people don't know what these supposed to do, they're supposed to get your butt in shape. Literally, they're supposed to, like, firm your ass. The sad thing about this is, whatever happened to going to gym? Whatever happened to actually, squatting or hitting the leg extensions or just going to the gym, period? People just want to walk around in shoes and hope that they firm your butt. And the sad thing is, they got these for men too. And I even seen a couple men with these things on, and I was looking at them so sideways. They're like, nah, it's supposed to be good for your back. Yeah, right, you're lying. Definitely the worst shoe 2010, Skechers Shape-Ups. Now, to go to the category that everyone's been waiting for, the best shoe of 2010. No surprise here, people. The Cool Gray 2010 release. This is by far the biggest release of 2010. Everyone wants it. As soon as you see a sneaker becoming a trending topic on Twitter, you know it's a big deal. This shoe had multiple trending topics worldwide on Twitter. Everybody wants it. Everybody, went out, waited camping 5 hours in the cold, This is by far the top shoe of 2010. Just like the Space Jams were of 2009, another Jordan 11 does it this year. But yes, people, there you have it. The best and worst shoes of 2010. Look at my shoes. Hopefully you guys agree with the choices. If not, let me know in the comment section. What do you think you feel should have won in each category? But I pretty think this right here is dead on. But make sure to follow me on Twitter. I want to thank for the people who participated and helped me with these choices that hit me up on Twitter as well as Facebook. I'll put the link for my Facebook and Twitter down in the link below. But like I said, let me know what you guys think of your top shoes and worst shoes of 2010. It's me, Blake316. Look at my shoes. Best and worst shoes 2010. You have here, people. Peace.